This video breaks down why LeBron James joining the Philadelphia 76ers could be a brilliant move for his career. We'll look at how LeBron, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxi, and Jaylen Brown could fit together on the same team. The discussion also focuses on why Jaylen Brown could be the final piece that turns Philly into a championship contender. We'll explore Maxi's development, his relationship with Rajon Rondo, and why his role could be crucial next season.
Brilliant move. I mean, he's got arguably the young best point guard in the game. I think he averaged, 30 points a game this year. Bron is like, the king on the chessboard. He has all the right pieces to make the right moves. We all know he's a great one of the greatest basketball minds to play the game. If you give him these type of pieces to play with, I'm an early bet with them being the favorites to win. In my book, I'm not a bettor, but if I was to bet, I would bet the Sixers early. Like I said, he has Embiid. All those guys, nobody has to play 82 games. They can all spread it out. You got the combination of the hunger, the combination of wanting to prove something. A lot of people talk bad about, obviously the JBs, Bron, Embiid. You got a nice combination of guys that have a lot of fuel in the fire left to prove something this year. And again, in the playoffs, if they get to the playoffs healthy, with Brown on the court, the player he is, obviously we all know who he is. He has Tyrese Maxi as a weapon. He has JB. He doesn't have to play any defense. He can talk the entire backside on the defensive side of the ball, put guys in the right spot, and then again in fourth quarter control and manipulate and outsmart whoever's the opposite best player on the team. And he doesn't have to do it physically so much with his mind because he has better weapons around him now. Younger, athletic guys that can do a lot of and play multiple positions. And then again, if Embiid gets to the playoffs with LeBron, if he listens to LeBron and follows his lead, how he's a pro, and like I said, they get all the juju out of that organization and everything. Good karma happens for those guys. They got a great chance to get it done.
Honestly, I feel like there's an echo in here. I feel like there's an echo. Joe, we said the exact same thing. I'm like, let's strip it all away. I said that Jaylen Brown was the final piece of the puzzle. Like, he might have taken his time, he might have done it, but he was like, I can get a top 5 wing right here that's a two-way player. I got that point guard.
Top 5 point guard. Don't say top 5 point guard.
I said that point guard. I said that point guard, right? Okay. Wherever you want, and I'm being respectful. You put him wherever you want. You got that, and for me, it's like LeBron does a great job as well as anybody, like you said, of the puzzle pieces. But I'm like, Jaylen Brown was the final puzzle piece, right? If they would have added Bron to Paul George, he wasn't doing that. Bron wasn't going to go do that. Thank you. So once Jaylen Brown, he's like, wait, y'all got Jaylen Brown. We ain't talking about Anthony Simons. We ain't even talking about VJ Edson. We ain't even talk about those scoring machines and athletic, like VJ. Listen, you ain't got to shoot no more shots. When I drive, you cut back door.
A pissed off Jaylen Brown. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the disrespect he's had throughout the summer, him, when you get players in that type of mode or they're coming off a season like that he's had, and he got so much to prove, and come on, man, it's going to be scary for the league. I don't know. But other teams that they don't fit. I mean, like I said, no disrespect to anybody, but obviously Golden State, they're too old. LeBron would have had to play too much. It would have been too much on his plate. To me, Miami doesn't have enough shooting at all, so they won't be difficult to kind of get with in the playoffs. And then who was the other team? I guess Cleveland maybe so, but Cleveland. No, I don't see that. That's not a good fit. Him, James, and Donovan. No, that's not a good fit. But Maxi, who always plays off the ball, I think he had a play. They're talking about his niche of being able to, pass and cut off the ball, denying the basketball, the way he can shoot the basketball. Anthony Simons, like you mentioned RJ, one of my favorite underrated guards in the league, coming off the bench. I mean, this is gonna be crazy. And let's not talk about the man in charge. My fault, Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse.
What's up, y'all? Allie here, Richard here. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to go hit that subscribe button to stay tapped in with Road Trippin' all season long. You don't want to miss what we have in store. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Road Trippin' is here. We're taking over.
Stop blaming us for what Perk says.
One of the first names out of your mouth, Rondo, was Tyrese Maxi. And I don't know if many people, or if you don't know, for our Road Trippin' listeners and audience, the connection that Rondo and Tyrese have. We're going to go back to his draft day when he actually called you out by name. Do you remember this?
Shout out the prep team.
It is a big moment for you.
I learned so much from Rondo. I learned so much from Rondo. I really appreciate him, man. He took the time out of his day every single morning to teach me the tricks of the trade. And I want to say thank you so much. And I thank Philadelphia for this opportunity. I promise you it won't be a regret.
Oh my, I have like full chills.
The crazy thing is, I'm out here in LA now. and I had the opportunity. I'm out here with my son, and we got up this morning, the last 3 days, where he got up at 5:30 in the morning, and we've been driving to work out, watch Tyrese work out. So I was with him this morning, actually, and we're actually doing a show talking about it. But, shout out to him. When I first worked out with Tyrese, it was vice versa a long time ago when he first came in the league. I was out here in California working out, and I used to go at 6 a.m. I think he came in around like 7, and he was like, damn, you beat me to the gym? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, do you mind if I come work out with you? I was like, shit, of course, UK alumni. And again, any young point guard that want to learn from me at that particular time, even now to this day, it's like, I'm all ears. So that's kind of how that came about. Like I said, and like I said, to this day, he's still working out at 5:30 in the morning, him and Bron in the gym first ones in the morning. So it's like, that's very humbling for him to say that about myself, and for me to have him, come in full tuition or full circle. Now that he's working out, I'm allowing my son to come in. He's allowed my son to come in and work out with him and shoot and watch him work. So great young man. Like I said, I'm a little biased, a UK alum, but he's earned his way. He's earned his stripes to where he's, top 5 point guards in our game today.
One of the best interviews. We get that opportunity, especially we did their series. He comes in with a smile on his face, energy high, no excuses. Like, that's just him, and he's consistent. There's never been a time that he doesn't come in with that energy, that excitement, and like, those are the type of players that you want to coach. I've never heard a person say anything about him other than he was wise beyond his years. And that is like, to hear a player that's put in that amount of time to reach that level. Shout out Tyrese.
Can y'all imagine what that's going to look like next year? That pick and roll action? Because see, everybody keeps thinking about
who are you talking about?
Which one?
You talking about JB, Maxi? You talking about Bron and B?
No. I'm talking about
Bron and JB.
I'm actually talking about Tyrese Maxi and Bron.
Right.
I'm talking about Bron, the transition of what he's been doing of late.
The roller?
Yes. Let's not act like Bron and Tyrese, like, you already can't stop Tyrese Maxi from getting downhill. And you're talking about a guy that knows how to set a perfect screen, but knows also how to play that damn roller spot.
Look at that.
It's surreal for me as a Sixers fan.
I thought you were a Knicks fan.
My son is a Knicks fan. My wife is a Knicks fan. I am a Sixers fan.
That is a wild household.
So they're very
a wild household. That's
my wife is from Queens. I'm from outside Philadelphia, and like,
where was the boy born?
What's that? He was born in New York.
Oh yeah,
and the thing was, I said from the top, I want the Eagles. And there was like one night where the Knicks played the Sixers, and I said, whoever wins tonight, the Sixers were 5-point favorites. They lost, and I was like, if you want to raise him a Knicks fan, and now that he's 2 and they just won the championship.
Crazy.
So he's got his OG Anunoby shirt. Like, he's very.
This is what I keep telling people.
Yeah.
People are tweaking about that. They keep talking about the statue should be Jalen Brunson doing this. But that OG Anunoby
tip.
Yeah. Just a tip.
Just a little bit. Just to see how it feels. But I never thought, when we went through, I always thought LeBron was going to go to Golden State, because I thought he might want to play for Kerr, to be around high IQ guys. That would be and then also like him and Steph, the motion they could do would be fun. But I always thought the Sixers roster, sort of like what he had with you guys in Cleveland, where like you were the attack dogs. That's what he has now with VJ and Maxi. I never expected Jaylen Brown to be on the Sixers. I just now think about Allen Iverson sitting in the front row, Dr. J sitting in the front row, and as you mentioned, 43 years, Philadelphia is waiting to explode. And if he delivers it, this city will ride. Like, they will ride for LeBron.
And that's why it's not going to work, in my opinion. You just said he, right? Tyrese Maxey just worked his ass off to become the man.
Totally.
Jalen Brunson comes out.
Jalen Brown,
whatever his name is. So now for Tyrese Maxey, do you back off, or do you say, no, I'm still going to do what I do?
No, because he's still.
Finish. Oh, go ahead. Finish. Then Bron comes. Now we got Joel Embiid.
Yep.
It's too many egos. So 3 or 4 people are going to have to say, all right, you go.
If I may.
Yes.
The biggest takeaway is that the Sixers have a combination of talent that should not be dismissed simply because several stars need the ball. LeBron, Embiid, Maxi, and Jaylen Brown have all played different roles throughout their careers, and the idea that they cannot adjust seems too simplistic. Elite players usually understand that winning matters more than maintaining individual statistics. Jaylen Brown could be especially important because he has already proven that he can succeed without dominating every possession. His championship experience in Boston showed that he can attack from the weak side, cut, defend, and take over when necessary. That makes him a much better fit alongside LeBron and Embiid than someone who needs constant isolation opportunities. Tyrese Maxi may actually be the player who benefits most from this roster. His speed and ability to attack the basket can give Philadelphia an explosive transition weapon, while LeBron controls the game in the half-court. Maxi also has a strong work ethic and has reportedly continued training at an extremely high level, which suggests he is prepared to take another major step. LeBron's presence could also make the offensive hierarchy much easier than critics expect. He has already played alongside multiple stars in Miami, Cleveland, Los Angeles, and USA basketball, so he understands how to adjust his role. If LeBron becomes the primary creator while Embiid remains the interior superstar and Brown and Maxi attack around them, the team could have several ways to punish defenses. The argument about there being not enough balls also ignores how championship teams actually function. Golden State had Curry, Durant, and Klay Thompson sharing the court, while USA basketball has repeatedly featured several superstars adapting to one another. The real issue will not be the number of stars, but whether the coaching staff can establish clear roles and whether the players genuinely accept those roles.